Sometimes it feels like finding the right fundraiser or resource that fits your school or organization is like rubbing a lamp and hoping a genie appears. Well, wish no longer. During the week of May 22nd through 26th, we will highlight 5 great fundraising and resource companies that you need to check out. So subscribe to School Zone Podcast in iTunes. It's time to simplify the search. Welcome to School Zone School Fundraising Ideas Podcast. We interview top fundraising and resource companies to help you find a solution to your next school fundraising or school resource need. Are you ready to simplify the search? Now, here's your host, Matt Miller.
Hey, School Zone Podcast listeners, Matt here, San Jose, California at the San Jose Convention Center. I am here with eScrip, Joanne Remillard.
Very good.
Did I get it right?
You did.
Yes.
That's rare.
Yes. Awesome. So, Joanne, tell us a little bit about you and why the heck are we talking on a Friday in San Jose, California?
Okay, well, we're here at the California State PTA Convention, which you know, and basically offering our program to the schools that are attending. I am actually a founder of eScrip, and we started the company, it's been 19 years now. And the whole idea of eScrip was to bring commerce and community together to support schools and nonprofit organizations and to make that an easy offering for the entities that were involved. And the entities that are involved in fundraising, this type of fundraising, would be retailers or merchants that want to contribute to schools, the schools themselves that want to raise money, and then the supporters or the parents that attend those schools. So we wanted to bring all of those together in a format that made this type of fundraising easy and simple for those entities. And that's what we did about 18 years ago. Launched the program. To date, we have about 50,000 schools and nonprofits that are on the program. And to date, $450 million has been funded to those schools and nonprofits from the merchants that are on our program. So we're thrilled that this has been a successful offering for the schools and that it's been an easy way for them to make money. And then for our merchant partners, it's been a great way for them to market their programs through the schools. You know, every merchant would like to have their name somewhere with the school so that they can show that they're giving money back to the school. So that's
Awesome.
what we launched about 18 years ago, and then now we're bringing a new offering forward, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute as well.
So what's your background? How did you come up with this idea?
Yeah, good question, Matt. So probably about 20 years ago, I was in the nonprofit sector. I was working for nonprofits, helping them with everything from fundraising to development. And with that, we were watching what was called SCRIP fundraising at the time. And if you don't know about SCRIP fundraising in a nutshell, it was a little bit like monopoly money. And the schools would put out this monopoly money on the table. Parents would come and they would make purchases of a gift card or a gift certificate at a discount. School would earn that discount, and the parents would go out and use their cards or their monopoly money, we would call it. Great program, very successful, really good money that was being earned. Some of these schools were earning hundreds of thousands of dollars on the program, but a little bit cumbersome. Schools having to pre-purchase this monopoly money, parents having to pre-purchase this monopoly money. I call it monopoly money because that's easy to kind of understand. And then go out and use that money and maybe have some redemption left on that money. So with everything that was happening in technology, my partners and I kind of got together and said, hey, there's got to be a better way to do this, something that's much easier for everybody, something that's electronic. So that's what we did. We were on the road to find an electronic vehicle that could replace what was happening there with the buying and redeeming of these gift cards or this money. And with that, we launched the program called Electronic Scrip. And the way eScrip or electronic script works is that you register the cards that you use when you make your purchases. So the cards could be a grocery club card. It could be a debit or credit card that you register, depending on what the merchant wants to forge with us. And then you use those cards when you're purchasing, and you're supporting your school or your nonprofit. So very easy because you already carry those cards with you. You already use those phone numbers that are tied to those cards. So we work with the merchants to do all of the back-end processing. We do the marketing with the schools do the marketing to the families, and they come on our program, sign up, register their cards with the program, select their school, and then every month we fund those schools. So they receive their money monthly, which they love because they can budget that way. We've had schools earn up to $150,000 annually on the program. Very easy to get to the point of $20,000 or $30,000 annually if you have an engaged fundraising coordinator.
So when you say register the cards, kind of, I'm trying to visualize how it all works.
Okay, yeah.
The closest thing I think I probably use today is my Starbucks card or my Starbucks app, and the fact that I can go to Starbucks, buy a card, and then I can register that with my app, and now I don't carry the card around anymore. I just have the app and then can spend it at Starbucks like I do daily.
Right.
So talk through a little bit more. Am I on the right track?
You are, but I've taken you through the history of eScrip. So the whole registration of cards on the program is the eScrip program. So a consumer or a group would come to our site, see who is on the eScrip program, learn about what the offering is, and then send their families to register for the eScrip program. But what I want to jump to quickly here is the reason we're here at the PTA convention is we've brought out our newest offering, which is our Benefit mobile app, and that's what you're going to be real excited about when you hear this. So our Benefit mobile app offering now is on your app. Is an app that you download on your mobile device. Everybody carries their phones with them, as we all know. We all have a phone in our back pocket. So you basically download the Benefit mobile app, the consumer does, and then what they do is when they're standing at line at any of over 200 merchants, Starbucks being one, Home Depot, Target, there's over 200 national names on the program. So as I download the app, I put in my payment mechanism. It's a little bit like a wallet. And when I'm standing in line, for instance, at Home Depot, purchasing all my goods there, the checkout person will tell me, okay, Joanne, you owe us, $50.65. Great. I pull up my app, I purchase my digital gift card, and then I hand my mobile device to the point of sale person or whoever's checking me out. They scan that, and I now have paid for my goods and services through the Benefit app, and I've earned money for my school. Earnings are anywhere from 1% to 20%. You mentioned Starbucks, so I love to tell people about Starbucks because you probably like your free coffee, right? You're probably on their program, so when you
I've got several saved up right now.
So with Starbucks, you can register the digital gift card right into your Starbucks account so that you'll earn your free coffee as well. So it's a little bit of a me and a we program. You're going to get your free coffee, and your school's going to earn money every time you buy this digital gift card. Big difference here in anything that's out there. We call it the future of fundraising. There is not a competitor out there right now that offers an app for fundraising like this. Okay, there are other programs out there, but this is an actual app on your phone. We're all familiar with apps. Once you put it on your phone, you think about where you're shopping. The other day I was in a Home Depot, and I think I was in Target that day, and I knew they were on the program, so I made sure that right when I was standing in line, I was ready to go. I'd purchased my gift card, used it when I was checking out, and then I'd earned money from my school.
So are they specific denominations like we're used to, or can you just say, is it 100, 75,
Good question.
or
Right.
can I literally have it $67.33 because that's what I'm about to pay?
So there is both is what I'll answer with. The majority of the merchants do offer, you can put in exactly what you're going to pay. I was spending $50.45 at the Home Depot. I could put in $50.45 and redeem that and have nothing left, not have to worry about, money that was on an unused card. And some merchants like Starbucks has a minimum, a $25 minimum, which I can go through in a week. I'm not sure about you, but
yeah.
I love their coffee. Some have a minimum, and then you purchase that amount, and then you use it. As you run out, then you just purchase another one. And some merchants, a majority of them, have a real nice feature, and that is that they update automatically. So when I'm done at Starbucks using my card, there's a little update screen, and I hit that, and Starbucks automatically updates what's left on the card for me, which is a real nice feature. So I always know exactly how much I have left to redeem if I had to purchase a little bit more than I was using that day.
Isn't it crazy what technology has allowed us to do in the last decade or two?
It is. I'm going to tell you a quick story. The other day, we've had this program out for about a year and a half, and I was looking at our reports that come through, and a lady had purchased a large amount, over $20,000, and I thought, uh-oh, there must be a mistake. Something's gone wrong here. So I had her email address from the information, so I emailed her quickly and said, hey, I want to make sure everything went okay with you. I noticed you spent a large amount and that you had earned $1,900 from that purchase for your school. A couple days later, she emailed me back and she said, I wish I could tell you that I did something tricky or fantastic, but here's what we did. We bought our cruise tickets for our family through the Benefit mobile app. Princess Cruise is on the app, and she earned $1,900. She said, oh, actually, it's more than that, Joanne. It's $2,300 because we actually used the app to buy our excursions. So this is a single purchase, and she had just earned $2,200 for her school by making the purchase through the app. Now that's was huge. People ask me all the time, how much can we get to? How much will we earn on this program? And I tell them, averaging about $200 to $300 a year from a family that's on the program that uses it. That's real good money. It's like they wrote you a check for $200 or $300. Multiply that by 10. Multiply that by 20 people or 50 people that might come on the program and use it. And as the word spreads, those offerings get bigger and bigger in terms of remembering to use the app at the merchants and more people using it at your school. So it's fairly good money and simple to use.
So does the technology do anything to help me as a consumer remember? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we're all so used to the habit patterns that we've established in our lives. So is there anything that like that happens, or that, it knows, hey, I shop regularly at whatever. Hey, Matt, did you know that that merchant is
right,
or whatever?
Right. So right now, since you have an email address, you do receive an email once a week with special offerings that are on the app, anything that's come out, and slowly launching, and it will be out in the next couple of months here, in-app messaging. So now if your GPS locator is on and you're in the Home Depot, we can message you and say, hey, Matt, we see you're in Home Depot. Don't forget to use the app. So all of that technology that you're talking about are enhancements that are coming forward in the app, and those will be nice reminders. And then another really neat feature that was just launched in the last couple of months is that right when I make my purchase, I get a little notice that says, hey, congratulations, Joanne, you just earned $1.50 for your school. So that kind of, like you're saying, top of mind, reminding you to use the app, and instant gratification or reward is really nice. And then if I apologize, I didn't bring my cell phone over here with me. It's usually in my back pocket. But I can open that up at any time and see what my accumulated earnings are for my school. I think I'm at $238 for my school at this point. So I can open my app up at any time and see who I'm supporting, how much I've contributed. I have a little favorites menu where I can put the merchants that I'm using, that I use a lot, so I can pull them up quickly. All of my gift cards that are unredeemed that I have more money left on basically show as well. So I've got access to a lot of great tools right there in the app. And people like to play around with their apps, right? They have fun with them. So they can be looking around in there and learning a lot and finding new things.
So if a school or an organization want to work with you guys, what's kind of the process? How do they go about getting set up? What kind of tools do you have for them then to be able to educate, their parents or whatever?
Good question. So give you the URL, benefit or eScrip.com/benefit is the URL to go to. And once you get to that page, there's a page for fundraisers and there's a page for consumers. And we basically walk both of those audiences through what needs to happen. From a school's vantage point, they claim their group or enroll on the program. And once they do that, they have access to a whole suite of resources to promote to their families, to look at reports of who's on the program, what families are on the program, so they can see what kind of earnings, and they can thank you for your earnings as well. And there's a real neat email, forward to a friend email, or set up for your first time email that's personalized for your school. You just have to enter all the email addresses of who you want to promote to. And then the email is sent out with your school's name on it and telling you basically, or asking you where to go to learn more about the program. And that same URL, eScrip.com/benefit, is where a consumer can go as well to learn about the program and download the app right from that page. There's a link that's available right there. And so it's very easy for everybody to use.
Wow, that is so cool. I'm already thinking of some organizations that I need to pass your guys' info along to. That I'm on a board of directors of a group called Kids Across Cultures.
Okay.
And we do water projects primarily in China and Mexico right now, and are always looking for ways that we can be more effective in our fundraising.
Nice.
And I could see this being a home run on top of the bike races that we do and the 5Ks and all that kind of stuff that we do to raise money throughout the year.
A nice supplement for what you're already doing. So we could work with any school or 501c3 can come on the program. On a school campus, you might have multiple groups that want to enroll in the program. We could have the band, the choir, the football team. So all of those what we call subgroups at a school, especially at high schools, can enroll in this program so that the parents can have that money funding what their child is interested in. And that's been a real benefit to the program. So if my child is in the band and we need to offset buying their instrument for them, this money can be applied that way. That's another thing I should mention, that with the reporting, a lot of schools use this money for what we call pay to play. So if the parents are being charged for anything that their child or their student is participating in, because we provide reports that show the Remillard family has earned $235 to date, and the Remillard family owes us X amount for their child playing golf, the school can give, or the group can give credit to. So they can apply that money right to the parent's account. And that's nice, because then the parents can offset those fees.
That is way, way cool. Joanne, anything else that you want to share with the School Zone audience about your program or anything else?
Well, first of all, I want to tell you we really appreciate what you're doing. What a nice offering you guys have. Thank you for bringing this business forward. I think that there's a lot of great opportunities for schools to, and they're here basically today, for fundraising. So you're looking for programs that are easy to administer, that are effective, and that can be lucrative for your school. So I believe that's where we might differentiate ourselves, because what you're offering to your parents are basically earning a contribution for something you're already doing, which is shopping. Everybody's out there shopping, like we mentioned, and they're carrying their phone with them. So you put those two together and you can come up with some really nice fundraising potential here.
What's the website and ways to reach out to you guys once again? eScrip.com/benefit. And if you go to that page, you can learn more about the program. Schools can claim their group or enroll. Families can find out more and download the app. And then we have a Contact Us link on that site as well. If anybody has any questions, they can reach out to us easily. Awesome. Joanne Remillard, thank you for coming into the School Zone today. And hope you guys have a great next couple of days here in San Jose.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the School Zone's School Fundraising Ideas Podcast, and for simplifying the search. Be sure to subscribe to the show so you don't miss an episode. When you do, please leave us a 5-star review in iTunes or your podcast player of choice. Conferences, piles of flyers, getting stuck on endless email lists, never-ending calls. There's an easier way to sort through and find the best school fundraisers. Simplify the search. School Zone Podcast proudly presents the 10 top school fundraising ideas for 2017. A guide of top fundraising companies handpicked from the best podcasts. As an added bonus, it lists 5 awesome resource companies that would add tremendous value to your school and students. That's right, a guide to 10 top fundraising companies and 5 resource companies, all for one low price. Ready to simplify the search? Go to schoolzonepodcast.com/shop.